Hi everybody, and welcome back to another short video. Today I wanted to tackle one of the crucial areas in terms of the culture wars, and that is of course the attack on things which from a 2021 perspective don't fit in with the narrative. And leading that attack, I have to tell you, is Disney. Did you see this story which has emerged? The Disney Corporation have now added warnings for racist stereotypes to some older films. And let's just dig into the detail because it's truly laughable. Turns out that movies like Dumbo, made in 1941, Peter Pan, made in 1943, are now problematical because they have scenes that include negative depictions and mistreatment of people or cultures. So does that mean we can never have negative depictions of anything or challenge any culture? There's a 12-second disclaimer being added, which cannot be skipped. So you got to watch this. And it says, these stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. Well, hang on a second. Who says they were wrong then? And in fact, who says they are wrong now? They're cartoons. Rather than remove this content, oh, how generous, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark a conversation to create a more inclusive future together. Just the wokery absolutely drips from this. In addition, it's not just Peter Pan, though, because the Aristocats, they're in the frame. Aladdin, also in the frame, because it says there, as you can see here, there's problematic scenes. And then it gives an example. In the Aristocats, for example, a cat with slanted eyes and buck teeth is, quote, a racist caricature of East Asian people with exaggerated stereotypical traits. The cat song about Egg Foo Young mocks the Chinese language and culture, it says. Mocks China, you say? I can see how that could be a bit awkward. And when we talk about Dumbo, one of the issues here is that one of the characters, the leader of a group of birds, is named Jim Crow, and this is this is a slur and therefore not acceptable. Turns out Disney's been advised by woke organizations such as African American Film Critics, Coalition of Asian Pacifics, which is helping them improve their attitude in these things. I thought what was interesting was actually this bit here. Just have a look at this here. This person, a professor, say no more, at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, says that, and this is the crunch bit, if white children consume content with racist stereo portrayals that went unchecked, it could normalize the stereotype for them. Oh, I see. So white children are really the problem here, because the logic of this is that for generations, white kids have been unconsciously or otherwise exposed to racist portrayals, and that's affected white people. So again, it's all part of the narrative, that the problem is white people and our culture, and in this case, the cartoons. I have no idea who produced these Disney movies. I would imagine, knowing America for what it was, they were probably quite a melting pot of ethnicities in the production of these movies. I would also point out that, in my view, these movies have been, they've served generations of kids very, very well. And yet, in 2021, this is the awful reality of it. In 2021, we're not allowed to see such movies without having warnings that kids therefore parents may decide not to let their kids see it. It's pretty appalling, but I mean, it's kind of par for the course, because in a way the madness just gets greater and greater. Let me, for example, bring up another. Because it's Pepe Le Pew is also under attack. Yes, Fox News defends Pepe Le Pew after rape culture skunk is cancelled from Space Jam sequel. Turns out that if you read this about incredible garbage, Fox have had to come to the defense of the Looney Tunes character Pepe Le Pew. And this is apparently Pepe Le Pew, only in the New York Times. Get this. They suggested that the character was adding to the rape culture. Now, there's nothing funny about rape, but it's hilarious that an alleged newspaper, which New York Times isn't really, but an alleged newspaper should be actually seeking to cancel an imaginary skunk in a cartoon. And this is because, according to the character, here you see in the, let's bring it up here, the writer argues that the skunk normalizes rape culture. And he defended the take on Twitter after he said right-wing blogs got mad. Well, on left-wing Twitter, everything's right-wing, isn't it? So we can ignore that. But like there you go. There is an actual fact. Pepe Le Pew being described as contributing to rape culture. Characters, much loved characters like Dumbo and Aladdin and Jungle Book and all these things that for 50, 60, 70 years, excuse me, have given massive innocent enjoyment to children. They're now in the crossfire of the culture wars. And you do have to wonder, at what stage has our culture got to when people, allegedly serious people, academics, pontificate on whether a cartoon skunk is contributing to rape culture. That's how mad it is, folks. And I think we have to stand against it and speak out. We should be, if you want to be tolerant, these people talk about tolerant, please learn to tolerate views other than your own narrow little culture, cancel culture ideologies. That's what you folks, some folks need to be able to do. And they've shown no willingness whatsoever to do that. Anyway, hope you let me know what you think in the comments below. Do please make sure that you share this. Make sure you're subscribing. Hit the notifications bell so we get these videos out to as many people as possible. Thank you very much, and catch up with you folks real soon.